Sam,
Hello.
thank you so much for joining us.
No problem.
Not your normal Friday. We're pointing away from the windows, but we'll pan around very quickly to have a little look out, which is very bright.
Beautiful.
Sunny London town. A pretty unique way to launch the fixtures. What do you think of the top of the BT Tower?
It's incredible. Better than the London Eye, this, for a view. I think this is called David Flatman Tower now, isn't it? That's what he was trying to tell me, anyway.
Obviously, we're here for a reason. Premiership fixtures launched. You have to play everyone home and away, but Gloucester away, you don't get much tougher starts than Kingsholm, do you?
No, Kingsholm, difficult place to play, but there are 11 other difficult places to go and play. So yeah, as you say, you've got to play them all. Look at, I think this competition has gone from strength to strength, and this year I can see it being, the most competitive it's been in a long time. Well, it's been. I think I can't see it. I can't see that you could guess who's going to be in the bottom four. I think it'd be very difficult to say who the top four are going to be, and that just bodes for a really good competition.
From your perspective, you're talking about the top four. Do you guys set any targets early on? Have you set any targets as a coaching team or as a whole group with the squad?
We've talked about where we want to be, but our focus as a coaching team is very much on our performances. And actually, if we're looking at our performances, are we attacking well? Are we difficult to score against? Are we exiting how we want? All those little bits. The actual results will look after themselves. But the only way to be consistent, the only way to have to give yourself a long-term view and give yourself the best chance of consistent results is to actually look at the performance. So I'm not going to tell you what we've talked about, but we're putting a lot of emphasis on how we're going to be playing and that side of it.
With that in mind, I don't want to put a downer on. The background has started moving, which is putting me off a bit. We're spinning. I don't want to put a downer on today, but obviously for supporters it's extremely exciting to find out who we're playing when. If you're focusing on process and the way you play, does that almost make the order of the games and who you play irrelevant?
No, not really, because there's obviously, you don't want to, the teams that lose a lot of internationals, you want to be playing them at the right time. There's obviously nuances to it all, and we'll have our processes, but we'll change little bits to play different teams to find their weaknesses and stuff. But a big focus on how we play the game and how we want to attack and how we want to defend. And I think by the end of the year, I would like the fans to be able to say, they know how we want to attack and what that looks like, and I think and how we want to defend and what that looks like. And if we've done that, I think the results will have looked after themselves in the long run.
We don't want you to give away any secrets, but the way you want to attack, is that shaped largely by yourself? Is that shaped by Chris? I guess it's a work between the both of you, is it?
Yeah, absolutely. When I first started talking with Chris about this working together, we had very similar ideas on how we want to play the game and what we how best to get that across to the players as well. And Chris has had a big impact since he's come in, putting some really good guidelines for everyone, the players, the staff, everything in these first few weeks in pre-season. And well, we are moving, aren't we?
I thought it was.
No,
I got so
moving.
confused.
We're actually still.
We're spinning. So.
Something's moving. Sorry, guys. But yeah, it's a collaborative process where Chris has given me a lot of power to input what I believe into our attack, but obviously with his expertise as well. And also, there's no point in running an attack and saying we're going to do this if you've not got the backing of the players. So there's obviously input from the players as well.
I've asked this same question to the players. As a coach, is it exciting for you to come into something that is a fresh start, not only for yourself but for the club as a whole?
Yeah, 100%. I think massive draw for me. Big, solid club with good foundations. A new start with players that are really hungry to learn. And the one thing I've found from the first 4 weeks working with the players is that they're really hard working and that they're like sponges, just want as much coaching as information. They want to get better and better and better. And I think my big philosophy on, and Chris I know will back this up 100%, is that we want our players to continually improve. So I've been really impressed with that specifically from the first 4 weeks.
Moving club as a coach, is it a similar experience to moving club as a player?
Do you know what? When you move, it's interesting. I walk straight into a coaching group who are good blokes. I think rugby has a lot of good people in it, and rugby, when you jumped into a rugby, whenever you went into a different team, there's still good blokes there. And I think the most common factor of it is that you're going to get lots of good people. I think that's testament to rugby. It's been a really smooth process for me working with the players. They've really bought into everything we've wanted to do, and with the staff, it's been, I know those guys anyway, so it's been quite an easy process. Moving house, not so much, but
you're in the process of that, are you?
I am in that process, yeah.
Where have you got yourself a place?
I can't say that live on
you don't need to give us your address.
Yeah, I'm moving into Northampton.
You are? Nice. Just finally, what are you most looking forward to this season? What excites you the most? Is it the people you'll be working with? Is it that fresh start we talked about?
It is seeing those first few games and seeing us put what we want to be and how we want to, for me personally, how we want to attack onto an opposition and say, right, this is us, boom, come and live with what we can deliver and how we can, and the intensity with which we can do that, and see where it stacks up. Really looking forward to that.
Sam, thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, cheers,
Good luck with the house move.
Thanks, mate. That was really